Hello and welcome to our webinar focused on the art of simplifying ERP data integration and visualization. In the next hour, we will be discussing two key areas. First, we will explore the significance and challenges of ERP data integration and visualization. Next, we will introduce you to Mabi Factory and Skyvia, our trusted allies in advancing your data integration and visualization needs. Before we dive in, please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Dmitry, head of product growth at Scavia, and I'm here today with a colleague of mine, Sergey. He is our technical expert, so he will gladly answer technical questions in the Q&A session after the main part. Feel free to leave your questions right during our webinar. We will answer all the questions afterward. And of course, here are our partners from Mabi Factory, Kouko Mitsahovi, CEO, and Mika Koskinen, CTO. So let's start. Now let's take a look at the agenda for today's webinar. We will start with a short intro of Scavia and Mabi Factory, explaining the expertise our companies have in data integration, and then we will discuss the importance and challenges of ERP data integration and visualization, and how we can help address actually these challenges. Next, we will explore various scenarios and challenges that can meet you in this way. After that, we will put these scenarios into practice with a real-time demo example, showing you how Mabi and Scavia can work together to integrate data. And finally, we will finish the webinar with the Q&A session where you can ask any questions you may have about data integration or our solution. We hope that by the end of this webinar, you will have a better understanding of the importance of data integration and visualization, and how Mabi and Scavia can help you manage your data integration needs. Let's begin. So, guys, could you tell us about you?
Yes, I'm Mika Koskinen, and I'm CTO of Mabi Factory. I do all kind of technical stuff at Mabi, and that's my main role. Kauko, can you say a few words?
Hello. Yes, my name is Kauko Metsähovi, and I'm co-founder and CEO of Mabi Factory. And I just want to say Mabi is located in Finland, and our office in Helsinki. So you can go forward. So Mabi Factory was founded only 11 months ago. This is our first operating year. So the key personnel of Mabi has been working with BI tools and data and analytics 14 years. And we have delivered BI solution for over 60 companies in Finland and Europe. In total, we have been delivering way more than 100 projects. The scope of those projects has been just from few days applications for financial or sales to hundreds of days of development and implementation, including 10 developers team and dozens of applications. Our customers comes from different businesses like retail, manufacturing, public healthcare, car industry, and telecommunications. Currently, we have delivery going on for 8 companies, and most of the cases uses Qlik SaaS technology. Let's go forward.
Thank you so much. Now a few words about us as a company and as a product. Scavia is a product of a company named Devard. We developed and launched more than 100 software products in the fields of data connectivity, productivity, database management, and data services. All these products are helping developers and their technical experts automate their daily routine, deliver faster, and deliver better. Dozens of our best customers are on the list of Fortune 100 and Fortune 500, such as AT&T, Boeing, Pfizer, Toyota, SpaceX, and others. Most of Devard's products are on-premise software, In 2014, we created Skyvia, a no-code data integration, data management, and backup platform. And since that day, the platform delivered value to thousands of customers. And geography-wise, we work with the whole world, but the majority of our customers are from the USA, other English-speaking countries, and Europe. Of course, there are many pain points and challenges that users face when dealing with ERP data integration and visualization. It's essential to understand these challenges before you actually start any data-related tasks. To start with, the first one, complex data sources. ERP systems are notorious for storing data in intricate and unstructured formats. This complexity makes it challenging to extract and transform the data for further meaningful integration and visualization. Number two is data silos. Data tends to be scattered across different modules and departments within ERP, CRM, and other systems. These data silos hinder our ability to conduct comprehensive analysis, as they create barriers to a unified view of the data. The next one, however, it can be the most important, as I think, is data accuracy. Ensuring data accuracy within your entire data ecosystem can be an uphill battle. Inaccuracies in your data inevitably led to float visualizations, which can have far-reaching consequences, ending with lost revenues even. And the last one, integration hurdles. Integrating data with visualization tools can be technically challenging and time-consuming. These hurdles often deter businesses from harnessing the full potential of their data. Our discussion today will provide valuable insights into how Mabi and Scavia can effectively address all those challenges, making data integration and visualization seamless and efficient. Just wait for the demo to explore practical solution to these common pain points.
Yeah, we have to make connection from NetSuite to Qlik Cloud, and problem arose when NetSuite provider required us to use OAuth 1.0 authorization, and that's too old for Qlik Cloud. And so we have to make integration, but we couldn't use any good tools like Skyvia so I have to make manual integration, and I have to use Postman, Node.js, Python, Windows task scheduler, bat files, Qlik data transfer, and virtual machine to make that one integration. And the data flow in next slide, it's pretty complex. That's only part of the data flow. It's not easy, or it's not pretty. Let's go to next slide. I used Postman to fetch data, and here you can see a couple of slides of Postman. All the access information is visible, and the queries that you have to write by hand aren't pretty or easy to use or easy to support. And there is Node.js scripts, several Node.js scripts to automate Postman to fetch data every day. Then there has to be some Python to convert JSON to CSV, some bat files to start these scripts. And then, of course, we need Windows task scheduler to start that bat file. And we need Qlik data transfer to watch folders, and we need virtual machine for that. And so it's doable, but it's not easy or fun. There is lots of manual work, and it takes much time. It's error prone. It's hard to avoid mistakes, and hard to manage all the steps, because there is so many steps and there is no oversight. Everything is manual, so that isn't too good approach.
Okay, so it seems like automation here is the key. Automation using ETL solutions like Scavia data integration.
Yes, definitely. This isn't good solution. Yeah.
Thank you. So now let's, I guess, get practical and explore Skyvia's features with a live demo. In this demonstration, we will show you how to connect different data sources, perform the integration we discussed earlier, and actually manage your data using our easy-to-use interface. A colleague of mine, Sergey, will also highlight some advanced features like real-time data syncing and more. So Sergey, the floor is yours.
Okay.
Sharing my screen.
I'm starting to share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so Scavia data integration solution includes several different tools for data integration, import for loading data in one direction from source to target, export for exporting your data to CSV files, replication for quickly copying your data, your cloud data to database and keeping this copy in the database up to date. Synchronization is for bidirectional synchronization of two data sources, and data flow and control flow are advanced designer-based tools for more complex use cases with several data sources and with data loading logics included, with advanced transformations, etc. For our case, I will use replication. It is a very easy to use EOT tool that allows you to quickly copy data from your cloud sources, ERPs like NetSuite, to database or data warehouse. So first we need to select or create connections to our data sources. Source will be NetSuite. For if you need the transaction lines data, we need to use the NetSuite v2 connector. So here you need to specify the corresponding connection parameters. We have described how to get them in details in our documentation. I already have an existing NetSuite connection, so I'll just select it. And for target, we will use our Snowflake connection. And then all you need to do is to select data that you want to replicate to your data warehouse. For example, I'll select a couple of transaction tables like purchase order and credit memo. If necessary, you can edit replication tasks in more details. You can exclude certain fields from replication. You can specify filters on data. You can also specify target table naming settings and enable or disable incremental updates, etc. Any integration can be scheduled for automatic running. You can run it every day. You can run it on specific weekdays. You can run it more often than once per day, so every few hours or even minutes, achieving near real-time sync. And our replication, when scheduled, will keep your data in the data warehouse updated automatically with incremental updates. That's pretty much all, and then you can just specify a meaningful name. And after that, you can run the integration manually whenever you need, or run it on schedule. So, okay, I am passing the word to our co-presenters.
Thank you so much, Sergey. Coco, I think you wanted to add something on top of.
Yes, thanks.
Rico.
First of all, if I compare the Mika slides about how you manually, you need a lot of programming skills. You need to handle many technologies versus low code, no code environment where the most important thing is that you know about what tables you need on your on your use and your interface there. So let me go to my part of the demo. I will share my screen over here. Hide my face for just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So you should be now looking my screen here. This is a Qlik SaaS environment. And of course, what we just saw, how easy it is to extract and do the integration for transaction lines. So in this demo, we are using NetSuite test database. The scenario is at a global tech company, which has sales all over different sites. So we need department information. We have a lot of customers. Instead of launching customers, we have grouped them as a customer groups. Then most important, we are using transaction lines. We are using sales invoices and credit memos. And then, because I want to show you some marking calculations, so I needed to pick also journal lines. And that's actually one topic about integration. So sometimes you have NetSuite for different purposes, so you are not using finance data. So you could easily combine here with another source. You have a different accounting system. So this is what should happen in data modeling layer. So I have here very simple data model where transaction lines are typed as what is the source, and this can be done in Snowflake. It can be done with Qlik's tools. It can be done in many different things. So let's more concentrate about the visualizations in my use cases here. So let me show you and start from the dashboard. So there are some typical KPIs like size sales this year, costs, margin, some more interesting like how many installations there are or average price per installation hour. And in this first screen, you can just easily see accumulative about this year, month over time. So how it develops versus last year. So I've been visualizing here both sales and costs. And then there are some other information like what are the departments, biggest sales departments and biggest cost departments here. So if I do some small selections here, so even though it's dashboard, you can always start selecting from different objects here. So if I want to see how it develops during this year, you can see all the KPIs are always changing when I click my data here. Even though it's millions of rows, it doesn't matter. This is the modern analytics you should be using like this. And then October figures are not ready here. So just easily you can find out, for example, there is some small gap here, 22 versus 23. So it seems that it's a minus margin and heavily. So maybe we have to come back to that soon here. On the other hand, we can see that the costs developed last year more and more here. And we can predict that end of this year, we will also have millions of euro extra costs here. So let's go forward with my example here. I've created some some nice scenarios for here. So I want to start by doing some margin analysis. So margin over time here in the first one, you can see which months have been very productive on sales, where all the revenue comes here. And then on the other hand, you can see what are the months here, what has been pain points for both last year and this year. I can easily select here, just let's choose this year for more relevant information here, and let's try to find out something nice here. So there are many customer groups, and we can see that there is a couple of very important clients, so we should always talk to them. Those are the companies what are doing where we are getting most of our revenue out, but also as we think about the data quality and data points. So now when we are combining rows, so I can also find that there is no customer with the over 4 million euros costs, and that's actually very important thing, that we have also the department information here. So I can easily start looking here that there are actually some big offices which makes a lot of costs here. For example, here the headquarters, it looks like that it's only costs here. So if I think about the first example here, let's try to find the installations. Global installations. So if I select here one value, I can see that it's most likely a little bit thinking about scope. So it's just the installation division. So I might want to take also my headquarters, because I know that all the installations and costs are done through the headquarters. So then I can see actually that the installations itself, it's not good business, but that's very important, because then the service business starts. So I might need it to take some costs here. I can easily go back to my dashboard here and say, we can see that it's almost all the installations are through my installation department, and then we can see that there's a lot of people working because of all the costs here. Okay, let's make this selection away and see some other results for this year. So it seems like our Korean offices, Seoul office is doing a very great job. It seems like both of the offices are doing margin combined about, let's see, is it almost 2 million euros this year? Can this be true? Well, let's make a search. Let's try this one first. Is there any other departments I should be aware of? Let be the smart search. Successful. Okay, so yes, I didn't remember that there's actually another office here. So office costs. We might want to look at the other office here as well. I will just check it here. So it says that it's barely good margin. We are still doing some profit, but it means that our Korean office is not registering all the costs under their sales office. So you need to pick both of these departments here. All right, let's go even further here. So I will show you, I have here more than a transaction level analysis in my demo here. And let's check it based on searches there. So we found out that it was this year and May, which hasn't been that good. The margin was minus marked. And here, if we want to just follow about the costs, so we can actually select just use the journal lines. This makes our sheet very red here, and it's supposed to be because now we are watching over the costs. So what is going on here? Where do we lose our money? I have here on the right side, I have a journal level. So it means transaction and even transaction row. So let's just search from the costs here, and we can find out that where are the biggest bills here lying. So it seems like there's one big invoice from journal, and all the rows are really, really red. I typed here that the red marking shows me cost lines over 50,000 euros. So I guess there is also something different happening here in Sol office. They are spending a lot of money. So I think based on these informations, I should also look at what they did last year. So let's go a little bit back. And watch about last year, 22. And let's go back and analyze. So last year, it looks like they were doing a lot of good job. Let's take one more Sol office here. So last year margin was over 2 million, and this year it's only 100,000 so far. So this would be how we can really benefit from modern BI solutions like this. The case is that place where a quarter of our revenue comes, and the place where our biggest margin came from last year, there's happening something this year. So now I have my insight delivered from transaction level. I can watch from the transaction. I can go to the NetSuite and find out the people behind all of these problems, and then just connect, take a Teams or go and visit South Korea and trying to find out what is happening. Are we going to win this year, or is it going to be a bigger loss? With these kind of tools, we can find out it very, very quickly what is happening. All right.
Thank you very much for a very detailed demo.
That's about my demo. Thank you so much for watching. And please ask some questions if something you have on your mind.
So yeah, thank you for attending our webinar on simplifying ERP data integration and visualization with Scavia and Mabi Factory. We trust you have gained insights that will benefit your business. Guys, if you have any questions, attendees, if you have any questions regarding how to configure your pipelines or around Mabi Factory's expertise, or maybe you want them to help you with your analytics, just let us know. You have our contacts here.
Thank you.
Thank you all, and have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have
Bye-bye.
a great day.
Bye.